Leavitt. Thank you for being here. Today I'll be giving you an informational speech on social engineering. At the end of this speech, it is my hope that you come away with the following information. What is social engineering? The risks of social engineering, how social engineering attacks are done, and how to prevent it. According to Christopher Hadnagy, a social engineering professional, social engineering is the act of manipulating a person to take an action that may or may not be in the target's best interest. It may include obtaining information, gaining access, or getting the target to take a certain action. He also notes that there are many different types of social engineering attackers. You have hackers, penetration testers, spies, identity thieves, and salespeople. So why should you care? Well, security professional Kurt Manisky says that social engineering bypasses millions of dollars of security features and attacks the most vulnerable point of a security architecture, which happens to be people. This fact should scare you. This means that we are the weakest link in the security chain, and most of us don't even know it. So how are you at risk? Well, take this example from the BBC television show, The Real Hustle. A woman enters a restaurant, sits down, and subsequently has her purse stolen from her from right from under her nose. The thief hands off her purse to his accomplice and then proceeds to help the woman look for her missing bag. The thief pretended to then be a person that works at her bank and subsequently steals her banking account information. The woman thanks him and is none the wiser that she had just given her banking information to a group of con men. So as you can see, this social engineering attack could happen to any of us. So that's why social engineering is a very, very serious and dangerous situation. Most of the attacks are directed at large corporations with big payoffs. Joan Goodchild explains that in a survey of IT and security professionals, states that the costs of social engineering attacks is anywhere between $25,000 and $100,000 per incident. So, based on my research, I found that it's either a complex process, but it also can be a simple one. Through this research, I also identified this general process. All right, first you find a target. You gather information about the target, you fabricate a story to influence the target, and then you exploit the target. So let's just say we are the social engineers. We've found a target. Next, we're going to gather information about the target using methods such as internet searches, dumpster diving, shoulder surfing, any of these different methods to get more information about who it is or what we are looking for. Next, we get, now that we have the information, we can fabricate a story that's believable to the target. Next, the goal is to elicit our target to give us access to their building, accounts, networks, essentially whatever it is that we're after. So this last step is where the social engineers actually make all their money. By pretending to be someone you're not, which is called pretexting, we can try and develop trust within our target. So the target trusts us to give us information that they probably shouldn't. By using pretexting, we can get the information we want via telephone, in person, via email, websites, you name it. A few of Christopher Hadnagy's nasty little tricks is he drops USB drives inside the building that he's trying to target. The person picks it up, puts it into a computer, delivers malicious code into their network. He also sends them malicious emails called phishing, and he also creates fake websites to try and get people to click on malicious files contained on the website. Today, the most common social engineering attack is phishing. So, based on all this, you can see that social engineering is definitely a big danger, and it's a hazard to us all. But we do not have to fall victim to social engineering. Basically, you can protect yourself by being aware. And I also have 5 tips that you can use to also prevent social engineering attacks. So first is, don't talk to strangers. What I mean by this is, if you're talking to somebody you don't know, don't give this person information that person does not need to know about you. If it sounds like banking account questions to access your banking account, that's questions that should just remain unanswered. A famous hacker named Johnny Long says that we should definitely get better locks. Locks make it really, really simple to bypass. Locks are very simple to bypass and easy to pick. So if we get decent ones, it makes it harder for them to access our building, and there's a good chance they'll just move along. He also says to shred everything. Bank account information, address information, any personal identifiable information about you, you should shred. And also, do not open emails from people you don't know. And then also, never give out sensitive information over the phone. If there's sensitive information that needs to be given out, there's probably a better chance that you're going to have more security if you do it in person. So what have we talked about? We talked about what social engineering is, the risks of social engineering, how social engineering attacks are carried out, and how to prevent it. This was a brief speech on a massive topic, so I encourage you all to learn more about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Again, I'm Doug Leavitt, and thank you for your kind attention.